And we are back. We're in the middle of a series between Diamond Skin and Fnatic. Last week, Diamond Skin surprised us with a large victory over Team Liquid. They just looked a little bit more coordinated and together. Today, Fnatic doesn't give them a chance here. Shut them down pretty hardcore here. It's 2-0 in the favor of Fnatic as we get ready for game number 3.
Third game, and it could be the last game for Europe for today and for this week. And our battleground is Battlefield of Eternity.
Ooh.
Diamond Skin opting for the first pick. And Battlefield is also, again, from a map perspective, it makes a lot of sense for Fnatic. They have been prioritizing the map. We have seen them bring opponents to BOE twice. And here's the most important part, Fnatic is 4-0 on Battlefield. It is, when you only look at the win ratio, it's by far their best map. 4-0, they look strong there. We have Diamond Skin with a 1-0 in the map, so they've played the map once. It's not that they have a problem with playing the map, but still, Fnatic, this is for them, again, one of these strongholds where they say, okay, we can easily clean out the series here.
They are deadly here. I believe the only team that was close to beating them was Zealots. Other than that, it has been a hard ride for Fnatic, and they are currently in the driver's seat as we head into BOE, and we'll see what they're going to be drafting. They've actually been switching up their drafts a lot on this battleground, but they've also been showing some double support and some Kerosene gameplay.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams that actually have a decent track record with Kerosene. There's a few things that they prioritize on the map. They really like to play Arthas here, and they also like to play Tyrael here. Both of those heroes have been played in 3 out of the 4 games that they played on the map. So when it comes to the front line, they definitely have a very distinct idea of what they are trying to utilize. And that's something that we can keep our eyes on. So Abathur and Tyrael, they're probably going to be picked here. And keep in mind, when we're talking about that Tyrael, it still includes a huge amount of games played on the old Tyrael. And his playstyle hasn't changed too much, he just became stronger. So that's something where it is even more realistic that Fnatic does that. And we talk a lot about bans as well. This is Fnatic's ban on BOE. Sounds a bit silly, but it's literally the one hero that they ban out nearly every single time as the first man.
So Diamond Skin, adjusting from what we saw last week, on this battleground, they first picked the ETC and went into Hanzo, ETC being banned out, so no Hanzo coming from them. They're going to pick Greymane instead. Natural case for how strong he is on this battleground. Hanzo not bad here as well, but Greymane just a natural sleeve in if you need to pick somebody. Yeah,
we also have now a situation in which Genji can again be played. Fnatic played Genji once on Battlefield of Eternity and they were successful with him. But let's see if Tyrael makes it in the earliest part of the draft. Because, again, this is the map where Fnatic play double supports, where they play Kerosene as a double support, as a solo support, where we have them with a huge focus on Arthas and Tyrael. Tyrael is something I would expect now in the early pickup for them. And then they can also use, again, Hanzo, for example, or Genji. Both of them were played by Fnatic here. So that would be my guess for the first games, for the first 2 picks here.
Well, time is a-ticking. Could have Tracer as well, just to throw her out there as a name. It's going to be Tyrael and Arthas, so they are going for the heavy front line.
Yeah, Tyrael and Arthas. So, as mentioned, these are the heroes that are focused by them. They, for now, don't go for either Genji or Hanzo, but again, it just showcases that they have a very clear idea of what they are trying to use on Battlefield. So, Battlefield is a map that is really different from most other maps, simply because it's the 2-lane map compared to a 3-lane map. You have this also huge attention towards the mid lane and the standoff between the 2 immortals, and Fnatic really focusing highly on this. As mentioned before, both of the heroes that we are seeing right now are the 2 heroes that they play the most on Battlefield of Eternity, that they played in 3 out of 4 games on the map. So it just showcases how much they really value that front line here, whereas on other maps, they normally start taking damage earlier.
A lot of fighting, a lot of engage, and shields, sustain, important for Fnatic on this battleground. A lot of brawling happening in the middle of those immortals. Diamond Skin will have to find a way to match it. They have a couple options to go here. They can either try to match and sustain, poke a little bit, try to control just as well as Fnatic, or they can go down the route of burning down the Immortal, and they have elected, by the looks of it, to go ahead and go with Sustain. Blaze and Muradin having an equally strong front line as well, so they're able to contest against Fnatic when they need to, but also disengage and heal on up.
And this is also a completely different draft that Diamond Skin uses from the last time they played on the map, which was the only time they played on the map. Back then they were trying to play with Arthas, Hanzo, Lunara, Lucio, and ETC. So also a double tank frontline setup with damage dealers behind it. For now they have a dedicated solo laner already that will put some pressure onto the top lane. And we're seeing them also with Greymane and Muradin. So different heroes that they're using here. Very high priority on Greymane. We still have an opportunity for the teams to take both Hanzo and Genji, since both of them have not even been looked at so far.
Uther banned out. Not available now. Diamond Skin, we'll have to consider not banning out support here if they want to make sure to grab one of those. Rhaegar and Malfurion up.
Uther taken away from the combo with Greymane makes a lot of sense here. Just making sure that there's not another tool. We already have seen that Bunker is being played more and more. We still see Combustion occasionally, but when it comes to heroics on Blaze, Bunker play is now very dominant, and the extra armor that you get and also just a safety tool is something that helps Greymane. So in addition to that, also running into a Divine Shield is something that Fnatic doesn't want to do. And Diamond Skin bans out Malfurion, so they are completely willing to take whatever's left here. Fnatic has a chance to still go Kerosene, they have Rhaegar, and Diamond Skin says, you know what, there's enough supports here. One way or another, we will find something that we can play. Lucio is also still up for the pace.
Yeah, I mean, there's also Stukov too.
Yeah.
Hanzo picked up, and let's figure out which one we're going to get.
I can't help myself. Every single time he comes in with the second one, the guy sounds like an idiot. Honor!
When did you become a voice actor, Caldor?
Oh, you should hear my Ragnarok. You haven't heard my Ragnarok.
No, listen, please don't right now. I can't be killed on broadcast. All right. Hanzo and Rhaegar coming in here. Honorable pickup.
Did you never hear that? Like, how he changes his voice when he goes for the second? All of a sudden he's like, honor!
He's angry. It's life. It's his entire like moral compass. Honor.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
he can understand the emotion behind it.
He gets weird.
Oh man, jeez, I was not expecting that. Okay,
I could tell.
Diamond Skin. What support are they gonna pick up here? I like Lucio with Blaze. I also don't mind Stukov. Stukov annoying against Arthas when he pops Army of the Dead and you land that silence. He can't heal up. Also great against Tyrael. It's be Lenara and Lucio.
Yeah, I was thinking for a second if they could take Karazim, which Fnatic likes to play, but no, they go for Lucio again. And that's at least part of the composition that they used the last time. Also having Lunara here is something that they like to do. I don't know, Lunara against Rhaegar now? Fnatic still needs a hero. Actually, we don't know who they are going to pick because Hanzo can be played by Quacknix and by Mane, and both of them have shown plays on the hero. So it's not like we know, okay, this is going to be a mage. I would still expect one.
Li Ming?
Li Ming would actually be quite nice. They have not played Li Ming on this map yet, which is actually surprising. They have 4-0, but they have not played with Li Ming on Battlefield.
Well, 20 seconds counting.
Genji is also still around, so you could play both of them maybe even. They've played Kel'Thas once here if you want to go into a mage instead.
Meh, Genji into Lenara.
Kel'Thas.
Wow. We talk about Alex Proji being one trick. Mane. He decided this weekend, all right, all I want to do is I want to wear a cape. I want to have nice, beautiful hair for once in my life. And we're going to play some KT.
The head joke was not called for.
Did that burn?
Yeah, that hurt.
The fire joke.
I share. No, that was not the...
It's a double layered one. We brought it back. We brought it back. Dino Tosh taught me that one. It's pretty good. All right, guys, we're getting ready for game number 3. Kael'thas once again for Mane.
The problem is I don't know which one of the two was worse.
If there's 2 wrongs, it makes a right, right? That's how it works. That's
oh
math.
god, don't get me started with that.
Math right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. At least in the US. Over in the Nexus, on the other hand, we're currently looking at the 3rd Kael'thas game today. Fnatic for the 3rd time bringing out the Fire Mage. Team is very happy about that.
Yeah, I'm very excited for him here. Should be good.
Do we have a Fire team? We have Blaze, we have Diablo, we have Kael'thas. Does a Dragon count?
Alex says it counts, just for this, because you need support.
Yeah, so do we have someone else?
Somewhere. Let's go ahead and go into the game here, and we'll figure it out as we continue to move forward. People will, at home, tweet us, let us know what would be your best fire composition, and that will be the end of that conversation as we head into it. On the left side, Caldor, the honors are yours.
Diamond Skin with Wolf Joe playing Lucio here in the 3rd game of the series. Darkmock on Lunara, Robadoba on Muradin. We have Rostmek on Greymane and Nanda on Blaze.
On the right side, in the red, Fnatic. Breeze playing Tyrael, Quacknix on Hanzo, Bad Benny playing Arthas, Smexy on Rhaegar, and Mane back on Kael'thas.
I just remembered who the 5th fire hero would be, and I have to admit that it's actually it's actually a bit of a disgrace that you, of all people, did not come up
Ragnaros?
with it. Yeah.
He's a Fire Lord. So he just doesn't come to mind, you know? You just expect him to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? He's just an ever-looming presence.
You forgot your biggest one-trick hero.
Dude, I don't even one-trick him. I mean, I don't want to like ruin the commentary right now, but I need to defend right now. I don't one-trick Ragnaros. I actually don't play him anymore because I'm so bored winning all the time. I play other characters.
Oh my god.
Tyrael taking damage. Breeze gets focused down. Breeze falls. Diamond Skin coming out and showing a fight at the beginning here. Robodoba almost chunked down.
Yeah, Mane really delivering the pain here. I mean, the depth of Breeze was of course a problem, but oftentimes you don't see too much value out of the Tyrael explosion. Most of the time when you see real value out of the Tyrael explosion, it's either them blowing up on the minion wave so that you get the experience, or even on the core. But in this case, the explosion combined with Mane's Flame Strike nearly took down Robodoba. So yeah, that was a cool kill from Diamond Skin, but nearly the counter-aggression from Fnatic.
And something else to note is we have a bit of a rotation in terms of where you put the 4-man. We had 4-on-4 on the top lane and the 1-on-1 on the bottom. Diamond Skin now adjusting with something a little bit different as Fnatic is attempting to change things up.
Yeah, they're trying to here, and already Bad Benny immediately moving back, dodging the Storm Bolt from Roba. To the top, camps are now taken though, at least the first spawn, and Blaze is very much alone here. And of course, this is one of the situations where you have to make the call, hey, do we rotate or do we just push? Because if you rotate, you're usually so much faster that your opponent gets a tower or two and then can safely move back. And you will the only thing that you achieve by making the rotation as an entire team is you stop them doing more damage. But oftentimes it's the better call to just counter push. In this setup, no, though, if you're going up against Greymane, if you're going up against Lunara, you need to react somehow. You can't just try and let them push for free. And that is actually the second kill for Diamond Skin.
That was unexpected there from myself and Bad Benny. Bad Benny getting picked on enemy lines as he's getting pushed in there. Right near his turrets as well. He had a Rhaegar back to back him up, but it just wasn't enough. And Diamond Skin 2-0 with a 4 to level 3 lead for the moment. Fnatic's about to hit 4 themselves, but still continuing to increase the experience lead.
Yeah, Fnatic is pretty far behind because they lost 2 heroes and they lost also the structures. Up to the top, they're losing another one. Wow, what's happening with Diamond Skin here? All of a sudden, these guys have woken up. That was a bit of a wake-up call, the last 2 losses apparently, or they just had their coffee or whatever happened, it works. They're even invading the camp, like what?
Wow. Aggressive play from Diamond Skin, turning it up here, chasing down Bad Benny. Bad Benny locked in, Whoopin' Joe off the wall, boops him into his team, another pickup, and now it's all about the Immortal pickings.
Fnatic is getting completely demolished here at this point, a level behind, a complete level, 4-0 in kills. Keep in mind, this is Fnatic's best map. And they have a draft that they've run several times, a similar one. Absolute comfort picks on their end for Battlefield, but they are getting slammed into the ground. They lost the halftime show without ever really fight. Like, this is a bit unexpected here. Diamond Skin definitely needed to step it up, but it did not expect them to make such a stand here.
Fnatic realizing, okay, they're in trouble, have grouped up, waited for everyone to stop being in the dead zone, have now popped on up and come in to harass their opponents, fighting a little bit on the aggressive side, as Fnatic will attempt to defend on the other side of the map, and they have to be careful here. Fnatic gets engaged upon by Diamond Skin.
And Greymane is on the left, poking the entire time. Roskmate playing it safe, but Benny anchoring the side, trying to wait for Greymane to walk over. There we have it. Lockdown once. Here's the second, and this needs to do at least a kill. Yeah, there we have it. They get the kill. Let's see how much more they can get. So at least they get a counter kill. Oh, sorry, the first one. That's already important. But they are also stacking quite a bit, and that's an invitation for more damage to be pushed onto them. They're still half a level behind, and with all the damage that Diamond Skin did to Fnatic's Immortal, this is an opportunity still, even with their numeric disadvantage, to get the objective. But Wolfjaw is low, and they confirm it.
Fnatic finds their own kills. Quack was peeling off to put some damage on the Immortal. Not as quick as Greymane, but if given time, he'll be able to chunk that down slowly. Diamond Skin waiting for some of their teammates to put on back up. That Lucio not here for 4 seconds before they engage, but Bad Benny not waiting at all. Moves in on Nande, gets a Howling Blast, body blocks him, and there's a kill.
Stun into stun. Also, once again, Roskmek in trouble. They're getting kill after kill. It's still Fnatic's Immortal that is falling, but thanks to all the kills that Fnatic is currently getting, they're getting closer and closer in experience. That's at least something. So they try to reduce the shield right now, simply racing. All of them are low. And they get it down to 40%. They're actually doing a really good job with it. They're not going to win it, but they are going to limit the damage that Diamond Skin can do. So, considering this started off with a 4-0, a stolen camp, them being more than a level behind, Fnatic has salvaged the situation, and Diamond Skin still walks away with the Immortal, but the overall, it's close. It's still even.
Yeah. Them pulling back too, right before 7 hit for Diamond Skin was a wise decision with Splinter Spear coming online at level 7 and them already being low. There was a chance that Lunar could start to clean up all the members of Fnatic. They pulled away after they got their deaths, they got a few in. Good pull away, but now it's all about defense. Diamond Skin still in the leading experience here. 8.25, moving up to 8.5, going for a Stormbolt, lands it on top of Hanzo. Fnatic will have to back up.
Yeah. Diamond Skin is still going to end up with a significant experience advantage here, thanks to the push at the top lane. They are very likely to even get the fort. But Fnatic's at least is in fighting distance. They equalize the kill count. And even though they lost the fort, they can still fight their way back into this. But they need to now try and go towards level 10 because Diamond Skin is the one who's going to hit an heroic ability first. And Diamond Skin is very far out on the map right now. They're really trying to run with this advantage as much as they can, taking camps, painting the map blue, making sure that they put the pressure onto the lanes. And now the big question, of course, is how can Fnatic fight around the second Immortal once that he comes online? For now, they're even trying to get the camp at the bot lane here.
They'll have to be careful, though. Diamond Skin, realizing this, has brought all 5 members down. Tyrael has hidden from vision, so Diamond Skin doesn't fully know that they have the number advantage, but they'll step forward and grab the Merc camp, and now, finally, Tyrael will be able to soak the top lane, but Fnatic has to be careful. Diamond Skin has shown that they are willing to be aggressive on Merc camps, and there is one to the top right that they can go get at 10.
Yeah, the 10, depending on when the Immortal spawns, Fnatic might have to give up the halftime show. Give up the first 50%. Ideally, we would like to make sure that doesn't happen. Look at Nanda here. He is insanely aggressive. Smexy scouts it out, but still, he is willing to engage here. But now he's the one who's immediately in trouble. Drops the bunker as they hit 10 and moves back, and Diamond Skin is playing this so well. They hit the 10, and they immediately go straight for the aggression. Dive behind the fort, take it down. Immortal is spawning. Tyrael still grabbing experience at the top lane. Finally getting level 9, but they are still 1.5 levels behind. That early game hurt Fnatic so much.
Yeah, it really has. 9.5 will be here for experience for them, but you were right. The 10 is up for Diamond Skin. They're well on the lead moving into the second Immortal phase. It spawns at about 10 seconds. Tyrael will have a way to finally soak, especially with this Merc camp pushing in against him.
I mean, Fnatic is getting completely wrecked right now. They need the 10. And then they need to do something and force a fight here. So the halftime show will go to Diamond Skin. They're going to get the first 50%. They take all the camps now. And the question is, what is Fnatic going to do once they have their rogue abilities? Are they going to be aggressively pushing in and trying to force a fight? Because in an ideal world for Fnatic, they force a battle, take the fight, kill 1 or 2, and then turn the Immortal around. But Diamond Skin has done such a great job running with the advantages they have that they are going to do their best to make sure that they just poke from a distance. They have Greymane, they have Lunara's great race potential against the Immortal. Fnatic needs some momentum, and Diamond Skin is going to be very unwilling to give it to them.
All right, now it's all about defense. Fnatic is poised in position near their Immortal. We'll have Tyrael and KT in a spot to soak up that bottom lane, but we have to be careful. Remember, Robodoba can force the engage at any point with the Stormbolt and Quagnix. Look at that. One cocktail into some poison, down to half health.
Yeah, and KT is in the back and starts dropping flame strikes against the camp that is pushing. And that's the immediate cue for Diamond Skin, starting to move in and saying, okay, 4 versus 5, yeah, we're good with that. Let's push in and make that sure that we get the Immortal. And if we get it with 100% shield, then you are in pain, because this could be in keep. You're only 10 minutes in, and this could, if Diamond Skin gets a full shield Immortal, this could literally be keep.
Keep, if they get a kill or two, maybe a core. The threat is very real on Battlefield of Eternity.
Fnatic needs to pull the trigger at some point. They really need to find an opening and say, okay, guys, we need to be aggressive here. We need to push this forward and look for a kill, because right now we are falling too far behind. And the longer this lasts, the more experience both teams are going to pick up, and that will also work in favor of Diamond Skin because they get pushed towards 13 so much faster.
Bad Benny finally steps up. Watching Robodoba and Bad Benny, those are the two that are going to be the engagers for their team. Avatar comes in, automatic drop there. Nande is around the corner and has bad propulsion, but Bad Benny's in a spot to make sure he can tank that initial onslaught if he comes in.
Very good damage against Avatar though. Muradin really took a lot of damage here. Had to burn the Avatar. He's going to run out of it very soon and also lost a lot of HP. So that was good for Fnatic baiting that out. And they haven't sacrificed anything, not even hit points for it. And now they are starting to be even more aggressive. And they need to because their own Immortal is down to maybe 25% HP. So they need to try and find an opening here. They're trying to go for Lunara. Arrow is in. They go for her. But the shield is out. Nice sound barrier. They couldn't take her down. The bunker is already on the ground as we have the Phoenix in the background dropping the damage. Nande is low, but he's able to get away. So we have Sanctification from Tyrael. They take the position, but still no kill. And Diamond Skin is trying to go for it, but Nande is low, and so is Rosmek. Rega, the first one to die. Fnatic losing Smexy. Robodoba is so low. He's getting locked into the ground by a triple Howling Blast, but no one dies. How is that even possible? Muradin and Lunara are both so low, but they both walk away.
Just barely. Fnatic take the chance to put some damage on top of the Immortal, but they have to go home and tap as well. And Diamond Skin will have a few seconds here where they can race on the Immortal. Can they burn it down completely and win the Immortal phase? Rhaegar just spawns. Here he is. Fnatic is aware, okay, we're not going to be able to win this. They're going to back up and heal up.
But that was crazy. Keep an eye on Lunara here. The sound barrier comes out in the nick of time, saving her. And then just watch as they try to escape after this. The triple Howling Blast, nobody dying. Nande, the extra armor, doing so much work here. Fnatic is in a great spot trying to get a kill, but they can't find it. And now we're all of a sudden seeing everybody just taking the damage from KT. But Rhaegar falls, and as they escape, they still are able to survive. And now we have level 13 for Diamond Skin. An extra talent over Fnatic, an Immortal pushing in. Fnatic pokes as much as they can, but this is bad news.
Robodoba and Nande getting the catch there on Rhaegar, helping in that team fight. The Immortal shield finally going down and help. The keep will be here for defense, but Diamond Skin is pushing the issue, knowing that they have a full town advantage. They want to get on this keep.
Diamond Skin is going for it right now. They smell blood in the water. They want to take this keep down and get a huge edge. Rosmek jumping in deep, completing the cocktail quest, and the Immortal is striking the keep down. Fnatic losing the top keep, and they are falling farther and farther behind. 2-level lead for Diamond Skin. Unfair advantage on Lunara even. If they can get more damage in with Kel'Thas, if Mena gets more experience, if he gets the next few talents and can start poking hard, especially around 16, if they ever get into that position where they can fight on 16 talents with Diamond Skin, they have a shot here. But so far, Diamond Skin kept, at least in the last fight, everybody alive, thanks to the bunker plays as well, thanks to also Lucio, of course. And as long as Fnatic doesn't get these kills, they will lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Kel'Thas and what he goes into the late game, but at the same time, look at Muradin, look at Lunara, look at Lucio, all their late game talents and how important they can be in a team fight. Being able to sustain through it, also provide a little bit more damage. Muradin also becomes much more unkillable thanks to that level 13 that we always mention. Healing static coming in. So Diamond Skin, they scale up pretty well too. They just need to be careful and make sure that they don't get picked off from the flanks that are coming in. And Bad Benny's setting up one now.
But Mena's damage is getting strong. Mena is really putting on a clinic by now in these team fights. And if he gets a bit more damage output, then he can really turn this. Quacknix needs to be very careful here.
He's one arrow.
Okay, here they come. They're starting to go in with this. At this point, they have 13 versus 13. This is an opportunity for Fnatic to maybe take the fight. The arrow in the backline hits, and it hits hard. Gravity Labs comes out, but the bunker is in play and allows them to dodge it. Once more, they are moving in. No Sanctification used just yet, but there comes Breeze. Drops it immediately. The sound barrier is out as well. Fnatic once more on the chase, but Bad Benny is already low, and they're going straight for him. The Ancestral comes through. Good move by Smexy, keeping him alive. He turns around, gets the Howling Blast. The kill against Muradin, and now Wolfjoy's on the run.
But it jumps over, goes for Wolfjoy, goes in for the auto attack, doesn't even need it as he gets cleaned up anyways. 2 people down, 3 up for Diamond Skin. Fnatic fight their way back, and it's at a perfect time too. The Immortals have spawned.
Catapults on the core. Catapults on the core. They should be defended again by the minions. That should not become an issue for Fnatic anytime soon, but now they need to try and at least get some damage against the Immortal going. 16 is a level away for Diamond Skin. Blaze is chunked into the ground. Nande really low, has to disengage here. Smexy has also taken a lot of damage, but Darkmok went really deep for it, and he might actually die.
Yeah, China jumps over. Bree should have the Druids in a second. There it is. There's a smite. Big kill. And that's really unfortunate for Diamond Skin. That makes their defense much weaker.
Yeah, at this point, Fnatic is gaining that momentum that they needed. They are, and this is stagger deaths against Diamond Skin. With a bit more patience, they would have had a better position, but now they don't. They need to wait for Lunara again. Her poke with the Thornwood Vines is incredibly important. And the halftime show was already won by Fnatic. Fnatic, they were looking for this opportunity, and they barely fought their way back into it. The 13 talent hit, they immediately forced the fight. They said, guys, this is the fight we need to take. If we don't take it here, we are probably going to lose a second keep. We can't afford to do that. We already lost keep number 1. Let's fight with the 13 versus 13. And now they won the halftime show. But Diamond Skin is closing in on 16.
Lunara's on her way in. They did grab the Merc Camp to offset the catapults on the top side. She'll buy them some time and make it a little easier for them to deal those catapults. Diamond Skin with all 5
Arrow.
want to fight. Jump Fusion goes in. There's also the Dragon's Arrow. Sound Barrier being utilized. There goes the bunker. They all jump in. They all jump out. Smexy gets caught again. Flung across the world.
Smexy is taken down by the Immortal here and Muradin, and he's down, but Darkmok is also low. Rostmak in the backline, and he gets the kill. Hanzo is dead. Greymane attacked, barely able to walk out of this one. Bad Benny also dying. 3 heroes down on Fnatic's side as we have Diamond Skin moving in on the Immortal. Rostmak going in, getting the kills and surviving.
Fnatic will have to defend the bottom. Immortal being chunked quickly by Diamond Skin. Fnatic, will they even have a chance to defend this here? Rhaegar didn't get a chance to use Ancestral Healing in the last fight. Getting caught out around the Immortal phase has cost them 2 fights so far. Smexy having an uncharacteristic game.
Yeah, Smexy just tries to confirm the kills with them jumping in here too. But you can really see how he's currently in a spot where he's trying to deliver some damage. He's always there in the back, and then he gets caught by that Immortal. He gets stunned into the corner, and that's where he falls. And that's the biggest problem that they have here, that without the Ancestral, they just don't have that button where they can simply keep themselves alive a bit longer. And then losing 3 was just too much. Not getting the counter kill against Rostmak was a massive problem. Fnatic is still getting their 16 here.
16 is helpful. And the shield isn't massive, but it's coming straight for a key.
Yeah, 16 is actually 16 is huge right now, especially for main. And it's also the synergy with Rhaegar where he can lock a target into the ground. So they still need a few more seconds until all the heroics are up. Phoenix already being used, okay. Likely to lose the second keep here, but as long as they can save the core, they still have a fighting chance. But from a macro perspective, this is of course a nightmare.
That it is. Flawless technique helping out with the defense. They look into a Muradin here. He gets chunked out pretty quickly. Gonna jump straight into the bunker so he can survive and get healed on up. Joe continuing to chase forward with Darkmok. Darkmok doing a pretty decent job on that front line as Bad Benny becomes the target. Stormbolt into an Ancestral Healing will keep him alive, but the Immortal, it's on the core.
The Immortal is on the core, and the core is losing hit points fast. Hanzo is down. Sanctification comes in, but Diamond Skin is going for it, and they drop Fnatic. They take the game. Diamond Skin takes Fnatic down on Battlefield of Eternity, and Fnatic suffering the first loss on the map in their 5th game.
Diamond Skin comes out swinging.
Yeah.
First couple minutes of this game. Had a couple moments where Fnatic started to make their comeback, but Diamond Skin overall stayed composed, got a couple of Immortals, and were able to move forward with a win. And the 2 picks on Rhaegar were wonderful. The first one was due to Muradin making sure to land that Stormbolt into a jet propulsion, which allowed Rhaegar to fall. The second one, though, the Immortal, the MVP, knocking Rhaegar into a wall and allowing Diamond Skin to win that fight decisively.
Yeah, Fnatic at the beginning of the game, absolutely griefing. Not paying attention, completely underestimating Diamond Skin, and Diamond Skin took that little break that we had, those 5 minutes, and said, okay, guys, we are better than this. We lost the last 2 maps. We know we can have a much better game here. Let's focus, let's concentrate, and Fnatic comes out, goes into the 3rd map, completely underestimates them, does not take it serious enough, and then does uncharacteristic mistakes and completely gets bodied in the first 3 minutes of the game. The first 3 minutes dictated the pace of the entire game. They lost heroes, they lost towers, they fall a level behind, they lose everything. And then they always try and fight back into the game, and they did a good job at that, but they could never recover from the mistakes they made in the first couple of minutes as the first Immortal spawned. So kudos to Diamond Skin. That was a massive step up from game 2 to game 3.
Well, good news. We also get a game of 4.